Hi everyone, it's Shannon with Play with the World, and I am in beautiful Puerto Rico. I made it. I've been talking about this forever, and I gotta give you a beautiful view here. This is the balcony that I wake up to every morning, and this is the beautiful pier. Out there you can see the mountains. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And that's Old San Juan. I'm actually staying in Old San Juan. So today's message is very awesome and relevant because a lot of us happen to be expressing that we want our dreams to come true, but we don't feel like they're coming true fast enough. So here's what I want to talk to you about today. If you feel like you have a goal that you're working towards and you're like, I really want to be there, but I keep getting stuck, or things aren't working the way I want them to be, or things aren't happening, it's about bridging the gap between what you want and where you currently are. A lot of people say, well, it's so hard to focus on what I want or to go towards what I think is possible because where I currently am has nothing to do with what I want, and I feel so far away from my goal. That's what we're going to look at today. I actually have a 4-step process that I'm going to take you through, and what's beautiful is here I am literally traveling, working, playing anywhere I want in the world. I'm living my dream life, and I can share these messages with you. And it wasn't always this way. Many of you know I left corporate, and I was just 5 years ago, I was wondering, how is it going to be possible for me to make my dream come true? Like, I just don't understand if it's gonna happen. And I actually put this process into play, and it works. It really does work. And it's a 4-step process, and all you have to do is just align yourself with the steps, and you'll really be feeling guided each moment to move forward, and you'll get what you want much faster. And this is how you bridge the gap between where you are and what you want. So the very first one that I'm going to share with you, number 1, is to set your intention. Now, it's very important that you focus your action on what you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. If you're focusing how you haven't reached your goal, then you're taking yourself out of the intention. Again, write it down. I talk a lot about the power of writing it down, and even share it with a buddy. Share it in the comments below. What is your intention? What is it you desire? So when I left corporate, I became very clear that I want to be a travel writer, and I want to work from anywhere and everywhere and be able to do this and call the world my office. And so I set an intention. The world is my office, and I play with it daily, and thus became Play with the World in all of what I do. So that intention guided me forward. What is your intention? Be very clear and focus on it, and allow yourself to really go into the power of how it feels to have that intention realized. So the second one I want to share with you is number 2, called Future Field Trip. Go ahead and take yourself on a mental field trip. Remember when we were children and we absolutely loved to go on field trips? At least I did, because it was like an exploration. You got to go out of school. Well, that's what you're going to do in your mind. Now there's the Future Field Trip, which is a fun experience where you can visualize yourself living, being, breathing in that essence of what it is you're working to create. When I very first left corporate, I literally sat on my bed 5 minutes every day, and I visualized myself writing in my journal in all different locations all around the world, as I wanted to be a travel writer. And literally 3 months later, I was called for my first assignment to go to St. Lucia. And guess what? Next week, I'm going right back to St. Lucia. So again, it's all connected, which is a beautiful part of this process. But think about that for you. What is it you're looking to intend to create? And then can you visualize it? And by visualizing it, you really allow yourself to get clear about what it is you want. And so this future field trip idea is so powerful, because if you can believe it before you conceive it, it will come to you much faster. And so believing in it is a key piece that you must do, and you can do that by giving yourself permission to go there in your mind and doing it daily. Seriously, do it. Okay, so the third step I want to share with you, which I talk about in every article, everything, in all my lectures, because it's so important, is to take action. We can sit on our meditation pillows all day, we can talk about our dreams, but unless we're taking action, nothing is moving forward. So take action, action, action. And here's the thing. You must know that not every action is going to work. I pitched my story to my book to 30 literary agents, and they turned it down. The 31st said yes. And I have so many countless stories about me doing stuff like that, where you keep going, keep going, keep going, and it's about taking action. And know that not everything's going to work, but it is a law of averages, and the more action you take, the more you'll be able to really step into your dream life. So I take action every day, all the time. Lots of action. In fact, on the plane earlier, I was writing out the press tour. I'm gonna be going on book tour in August, and I was writing out which cities I'm gonna go to, which bookstores I'm gonna go to. So if you have a city that you want me to come to, go ahead and let me know by emailing me. I would love to hear it. And if you want me to come to your city, I might just come to your city to do an inspirational talk and workshop. So that's what I was doing. I was taking action, even though technically I'm on vacation. I'm actually just playing with the world, and that's my life. I get to work all the time from anywhere. So what action are you gonna take today to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be? And the fourth and final step, which you have heard me talk, I talk about this in my book, Find Your Happy, is to release expectations. So many of us have expectations on how our goal needs to look, how it needs to come about, and when it doesn't come true when we think it should or how we think it should, we fall to the floor and we get mad and we say, it's not working, I give up, life is so hard. But here's the thing, you're actually a lot closer than you really think. If you release the expectations, you can let go of what it looks like. You have to let go of how and when you think it needs to happen, and let the universe come in and create what's supposed to happen. A really good example of this is I've been working really hard on getting national media. One of my big goals is to actually become a New York Times bestseller, and one of my goals for like 5 years has been to be on Good Morning America or the Steve Harvey Show or Ellen, and I've been pitching and writing them, and I'm like, I could talk about this, I could do this, and they're probably sick of hearing about me, and it's action after action, and I was thinking it had to look a certain way. And once I released that and let go of how I thought it should be, I was able to let the universe come in, and I said, you know what? My intention is to actually just spread my message of happiness and hope to the masses. And I'm going to future field trip, and I imagine myself doing that on stages and working and running all around the world doing that. And then the third one was taking action. But once I released expectations, a miracle was able to come in. Mind Body Green came in and named me top 100 women to watch in wellness. This is a huge thing that I could have never planned on my own, ever. And so by releasing expectations, the universe came in and gave me this amazing thing that was much bigger than what I thought. So guess what? The thing you're working towards, the universe is also working towards it and making it happen for you, but you have to let go and let them help you. Angels, guides, God, all of it's connected. Your inner guide. Let it all come together. So enjoy this process of bridging where you want to be to where you are, and enjoy where you are right now, because guess what? Where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be, and just trust the guidance you get. So that's my message for you today, guys. I have so many more wonderful messages coming to you from the Caribbean over the next few weeks. Way to go to play with the world and show up for yourselves today. Have a great weekend playing with the world. Bye, guys.